It's been a year. I want to go home to Philippines. You know why? Because I miss the fish and some of the vegetable I used to eat. And I kept getting sick here and I don't know what to do. I can't work yet. I can't leave the country without my paperwork done. So now what? Do you like my peak? Is that peaky? Some of you have exes in the past. We have ex too. He had ex too. And I know it's like a common problem. It becomes in a new relationship and you have to deal the ex-wife on, you know, how you're gonna approach the kids. It's one of our problem, you know. Yeah. Because when I was in the Philippines, we're talking about, you know, like we can bond together, so the kids would see that it's okay if their dad had a new wife, you know, as long as their dad could be still part of their life and to be co-parenting with their mom. Yeah. But you know, and you know, I was kind of like hoping that everything would work out, but
then 2 weeks after you got here,
I think it's just like 1 week.
1 week.
It's like we don't want to talk about it because it's kind of sensitive, but I think, I mean, it's not just us experiencing that. I know some people that also experience that. It become with the kids. I met them and then they went to their mom. They went to their mom's house and then a week later they come back. There's like commotions happening because of that video thing. And yeah,
I love you're not explaining anything. so okay. Joy came. We went to one of my youngest son's soccer game, and Joy took a little video of all the team playing, and she just wrote in Tagalog and put it on her Facebook page.
It's not Tagalog, it's Bisaya.
In Bisaya, she said, my love's youngest son is playing soccer. And somehow that got translated to my ex.
In the wrong way.
Who told me Joy can never post anything about the kids ever again on social media. And it caused a big commotion to where when the kids came back, they were told that Joy was posting pictures of them, saying that they are now her kids. And the kids just got all, you know, frustrated about it. And
yeah, they come home and open the door and yelling like, no, she posted pictures of me and this and that, and put the location, where is that? I was like, I was shocked, you know.
Even though everyone else is doing it, it's a public soccer game, and she didn't say.
And I'm not the only one who took.
That wasn't abnormal.
I'm not the only one who took video, I'm sure, because it's it's a field, open field, and there's a lot of different kids playing there. So nobody knows who's my husband's son in the video.
Yeah.
Because I don't even, you know, close up his face, and he's way too far.
And so after that, when that commotion happened, you started packing your bags. You were like, well, it's time to go. This isn't going to work out. I don't want to ruin their family.
Yeah, I was in the room listening to them when they come home, and I heard all the conversation. They're like, you know, but she's not our mom. Like, you know, I can't do anything. I can't be part of their life. So I feel bad on coming here and feel like destroying their life. You know, like in getting mad of their dad because I was here and I tried to be, you know, part of their life, and suddenly I was kind of like, I hear, you know, my husband's kind of like a voice kind of sad and, you know, explaining everything and this and that, And yeah, I just like, okay, I guess this is gonna work. We better end up on this time than later, because it's
You were saying it'd be better to stop it now, early on, than later? That's what you're
yeah.
saying? Okay.
And because all I wanted is you need to be part of their life. Coming here, I didn't know anything. Of course, I want to be part of their life, like the idea of to become a stepmom for them. I know I can't replace their mom because that's their mom, that's the original mom. But I've been so close with all the kids in the Philippines, and I also want to do that for them because they're my husband kids, and like cleaning the room, preparing food if they need something, but I can't do that because they're like, oh no, you can't do that because you're not my mom.
Only my mom can come in my room.
Only my mom can come in my room, can clean my room. So I was gonna like, so we have this, like I told to the kids, so who do you want me to taking care of? The neighbor? Do you want me to go in their house and clean because you guys don't want me to be in your life? Like I'm a type of person that I don't want to hurt. If I feel bad and I feel like I was hurting somebody else, I was gonna like, I don't want to be in the kind of life that someone in the house would gonna be feel bad. And it's also make me feel bad because out of nowhere I just came in their lives and try to be part of their life.
Yeah.
So what I did is without thinking anything, I'm not talking to Jason that yet, but he's in the dining room and I was in the room, and I grabbed all my suitcase, my 3 suitcase, and I put all my things and I was ready to leave. I was like, and Jason came in the room and he saw my luggage. He was like, what all of this? I was like, no, I'm ready to leave, like just send me back.
If your family doesn't want me here, then I don't want to be here either.
So yeah, if they don't want me to be here, then I don't want to be here too. Like I want to come back where I came from, because this is not what I want. Sit like so this is not what I want. This is what I dream of, and I know not all the girls wanted to be us, to taking care of child, but that's what I love child, so I love taking care of child. I've been in the Philippines, I've been around with so many child, so it makes me happy.
And kids love her in the Philippines, and everywhere she goes, they really enjoy being around her, and she loves kids. So this was a real different situation for her, and so I can see how she felt, kind of like, why am I here if I can't help take care of his kids? They have gotten closer, but it's still a strain. Even a year later, I can tell it's getting better, but there's still ideas in their heads that you can't be close to Joy,
Yeah, I mean, they're not the bad kids. They're very polite.
They're very well behaved,
and I think it's always like that. The kids, when they listen what their parents told to them, and I can't blame them, but but that's one of the biggest problem when I was here, because I don't know where to put myself. Like I was gonna like I should choose to be in the room most of the time, not to have bonding with them, because I had this in my mind that what if I say something and it would hurt them, and their mom would know about it. It's always like that, that kind of.
Or if you get too close to them, it'll get back, and there'll be some sort of trouble because of your closeness to them.
Yeah.
You know. So, as you can see, Joy's still here. We're still together. So it's been a year now, and I think that's been the hardest problem for both of us.
I was so stressed on those things happening because that's not what I want. But, well, I was like, well, just let it go, because if I say something, it will make trouble with the kids more,
Yeah.
or with our relationship.
Yeah.
And yeah, the things that I want to, open the house for her, for the whole, for the family. Like, anytime if she wanna come, she can sit. She can sit inside and talk to the kids, without thinking
Yeah.
that I was there.
Yeah, you invited her in the
Yeah,
first time she
I
came
want
over.
her to like feel free to be okay, going inside and talk to the kids. But because of what happened, I was kind of like, no, I don't think I want to be, I don't think I want to be around with people that I think it's kind of toxic and it would give me more stress. So yeah, why not go somewhere and do some things that makes me feel love and value with other people.
Yeah.
So yeah.
So you have been doing things like you still you're doing the clothes for one of the kids and cleaning one of the kids' rooms. And you make food every day, and they're grateful for that. They enjoy that,
Yeah, and from the beginning, I did wash their clothes, and both of them. And then one of the son is gonna like, oh, I don't think you want it. You should do that. So I was like, okay, I don't mind. Like, if you ask me politely, then it's okay.
So she's willing to love them as much as they're willing to accept her love. It's kind of what it looks like to me, and I think it's good. I think later on in life it will become more obvious to them, like, oh, you were an amazing.
And yeah, the kids, guys are like, they're so amazing. After that happened, they went to the room and talked to me like, please don't go back to the Philippines. Don't leave our dad. We can work out things.
Yeah.
We can just sit together and talk about it. But there's a lot of things in my mind that I can't. I don't know her I don't know her culture, and she don't know my culture, and maybe I should not use my culture thing the way on with you. If you married a man that has child, you're like, I don't know,
Everyone just accepts it as the new family, and you're the new mom. In the Philippines, it's just very accepted. But here, it's like, man, you have to like do a lot of work to win over that kind of.
Yeah, I mean, in the Philippines, as long you treated the kids very well, then they would obey you. Like, they would love you the same on how you treated them. But if you treated them like a trash, then they would treat you like a trash too.
Yeah.
So, and I know it's different here. There, when parents broke up and one of the parents married again or have someone in their lives again, they would, respect them as their second moms. But I have to learn a lot of things. I learned a lot of things here that it's not just like that.
Yeah.
Because of differences culture that we had.
Yeah. Let's talk about all those different steps you've been taking to adjust to America, I guess you would say. And what things you've done to get you excited about being here?
Some things help me to adjust here. Like, first is the food bank. It's one big thing that helped me.
I'll show you guys a little video of us going there while Joy's talking.
Good morning, mahal kong asawa.
Good morning.
So today is Tuesday. I forgot my seatbelt. Again. Over and over again. In America, you have to have your seatbelt because they're very strict here. Even you're sitting in the back, you have to put your seatbelt on. A day of our life here in America. And here, we're going to park. So there's a lot of people out there that waiting for them to unload for today. So I have to shut off my camera because they're gonna feel weird. So yeah, and you know, I thought I'm not gonna like it, but I like it so much. So it's been a year that I am a volunteer in the Compassion Center, handing food for other people, helping them to carry their boxes.
And since you can't work here legally, that's been a really good thing for you, so you can kind of work.
Yeah, I mean,
and it helps with the bills too, because we bring home lots of food.
I don't get paid, but you know, I can get some food that I like or things that I like. You know, if there's any available things. I meet a lot of people, hearing different stories. That's gonna an eye opener to me.
Yes.
You know, like, and it's a good experience. Second is the church. We have a very good pastor that I always wanted to go to church.
Yeah.
You know, because of the good sermon. And, you know, and also here's Jason's mother and father, my mother-in-law, my in-laws. They're one of the best people that I met, like, very sweet. And, you know, his parents it's very nice because I can share things too with her and with his dad.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah, we go over there every week, twice a week, to eat with them.
Yeah, Thursday and Sunday. And yeah, I think it's not really hard for me to adjust because I've been around with, you know, beautiful people.
But it has been hard for you to adjust.
Well,
but I mean, I guess
it's hard to adjust with food, I guess.
Yeah, it's easy for you to adjust, but then there's certain things that have been really hard.
Yeah, there's like things that's very hard for me, but there's like adjusting to being here, like around with people.
Yeah.
It's fine, you know, like.
Yeah.
Well, once you've been around with good people, you're not gonna be like out of place most of the time. Everyone is so friendly. Everyone's like, "Hi, wants to talk to you." So I know a lot of people would think that why I was having hard time on adjusting food. Guys, I have multiple surgeries, so I had also multiple food poisoning happening when I was in the Philippines. So I'm kind of picky with the food that I ate. And here, yes, there's meat, you know, I can eat meat, but not most of the time. And yeah, there's some fish, but it's only like tilapia and salmon. And you know, I ate tilapia and salmon in the Philippines, but I still wanted the fish that I used to eat in the Philippines, and there's so many kind of fish that I want there. And vegetable, you know. Yeah, there's some vegetable here, but there's some vegetable that I wanna eat too that's not here, that you have to go to an Asian store to find it.
Yeah. Or there is a variety of fish, but it's just really expensive, and so it's been a challenge. And there's not a lot of Filipino people here or Asian people here in the town we live, so we have to drive usually to Salt Lake City, which is about 2.5 hours to actually get a Asian food store that's substantial. So yeah, but we went the other day.
Yeah, we went the other day. We
got some more
South Lake.
food. We bought $180 worth of Filipino food and fish and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So that helps her mood when she's crying because she doesn't have fish. It's like, well, that's an easy fix, but it does cost money and time. But I'm happy we can actually find something too.
Yeah, I know some people would think like, what in the world? She's crying because of the fish.
Oh my goodness.
Yes.
I felt the same thing when I was in the Philippines, just for a month. So I couldn't imagine a year, you know. So you've been able to make quite a few snacks, Filipino type snacks here. It's just
Yeah,
harder to
like
find things like fresh coconuts and all the
like
tools.
yeah, like biko, banana Q,
Yeah.
cassava cake, and
But you really have to go out of your way to be able to do it, you know.
mm,
Yeah. But here, anyway, we have a little video of her making biko and a cassava cake. That we'll show it to you.
yeah, I might get used to it, guys. But you know, a lot of people say that it takes a year and more than that to adjust here with the food. I think the only problem with me here is finding the food that I want. But
Yeah.
yeah, staying here it's fine. I mean, I'm so lucky to be around with beautiful people and friendly people. So I've been experiencing headache lately. It's not just lately, but I think it's like when I first got here. When I first got here, I experienced headache too. So we went to the doctor. It's been difficult to me, guys, because I don't have insurance yet. So we're trying to find.
And the Social Security office lost your application when we first arrived. So she doesn't have any sort of ID to where I can get her on my insurance.
So today we found another free clinic. We're gonna check it out if it's what it's gonna do for me.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jason making an appointment for me for my headache again, and I found that I have tonsillitis.
Yeah, tonsillitis.
A tonsillitis months ago. It's not weird, guys. I just got here in the United States and I have this. I found that I have tonsillitis.
You were like coughing and a little chunk of your tonsillitis came out.
Yeah, it's like it's weird. Like, so this is the free clinic. So we're gonna do some checkup today.
We finished. And look at her.
I'm wounded, guys.
Blammo.
We went to free clinic.
And it was great, actually, you know. They got us in within about a week. So she got a bunch of blood drawn.
Yeah, they took 4 vial blood from me.
4 vials, yeah.
And then what happened is why I had 2 bandits. The first one, when the guy did it, he felt so nervous than me, so
His hands were all shaking.
his hand was really shaking and I was smiling at him. He's like, he want me to count. Want me to count into ready 1, 2, 3? I was like, no counting. Do it.
Just do it.
Stick it. But since he was shaking and the needles like suddenly
Popped out.
pop out, like, and then the blood was like, oh, and then suddenly ran away.
He was all embarrassed.
And then the girl next, and then she did it right.
Yeah.
So this is what happened.
Yeah. And Joy they gave us a prescription for some migraine stuff for Joy's headaches.
Yeah.
And so we'll try that and see if that works. And they gave us the prescription right there on the spot. I guess they had a pharmacy. And then they also gave us the prescription and then a little pill splitter. So not only was it free to see the doctor and draw blood and do blood labs for her thyroid, but they gave us free pills and a pill splitter. And they're like, all right, come back in a month.
Yeah, it's so nice though because they're the one advised that we can do your thyroid test,
Yeah, they wanted to do that.
So guys, and I've been do the thyroid test in the Philippines and that's way expensive.
Yeah.
But here I just got that for free.
Yay.
With my 2-1 hand warm.
Yay. The last clinic we went to, we really liked, and they gave her a combination
The medicine.
of medicine for her headaches, and it's finally worked. So that's a nice thing to solve. But now she's dizzy, so and we think it's an ear infection.
Yeah,
And we have an appointment on Tuesday.
Yeah, there's
Anyway.
so many things happened. I was like, oh, I
Yeah.
don't experience this when I was in the Philippines, you know.
Yeah.
And like the spinning, the dizziness, like guys, it's so weird. Like, I've been sleeping like in the dining room. I mean, the living
the
room,
couch.
and the couch for like 2 nights, and I was sitting there, sitting, because if I lay down flat, everything is spinning. If I roll over, everything is spinning, and you know, my Jason have to help me to get up on bed because I can't get up on my own.
Yeah.
Because if I get up on my own, then I flip over, and everything is spinning.
Yeah. So that's been kind of just all the things that have been troubles that you're overcoming. But lately, there's been a lot of things that have been like real exciting and new that have been happening. And you want to talk about some of those? One of our fans suggested you go to school.
So one of our
And at first you were like, I don't want to go to school. I just want to be here and learn the culture. But after a year, you're like, I want to do something. So
we found out someone suggested me to go to school. And then that's how we found out on this college thing.
yeah.
And, you know, I think the whole night. And the next morning I told my husband, like, oh, someone said I can go to school. And my husband like, okay, and check the school.
Let's do it. Let's look into it.
Yeah. So, you know, we found out that you can go to university for free.
Yeah.
And
To get what?
to get your GED. And, you know,
So we enrolled, and the next day you were enrolled.
and the next
And
day,
it's free.
the next day, when he called the school, then the teacher said, "Oh, it's okay. Let her come over." And I come over there, and they give me some exam.
Yeah, English as second language exam.
So yeah, to make sure that I will understand English,
Yeah.
I guess.
And you ended up scoring
So
4 and 5 out of 6
yeah,
on comprehension and reading. So that was a real high score.
I passed that exam and I go to school the next day, and I was so excited because yes, I will meet new people. And I was like, I wonder if there's Filipino or Filipina too. But no, all my classmates are all like Mexican, Russian, and Indian. But man, I feel like we're grade 1.
Yeah.
You know.
No one pays attention, and no one does their homework, and no one shows up on time, and so that was real kind of discouraging.
I was kind of like discouraging from the first day of my school, like, huh?
But you come home and you do all your schoolwork, and you do like way too many homework assignments, and then you go online and do more assignments. So you're very dedicated, and your grade went up in just 1 month.
I was like, oh, I don't care. You know, I don't care if they don't listen. I was, I want to go to school, and it's a nice feeling that,
So you've been doing English as a second language for a month now, and then
I just did 1 month.
for 1 month, yeah, and then once school starts back up for everybody else, you're gonna start working on your GED education. So
Yeah, so after 3 weeks, guys, I have another exam. That's how they did. They did like to monitor what level are you again.
yeah,
So after the 3 weeks, I had another exam, and
because her education, she's only graduated grade school,
yeah, I'm only graduated in grade
but
school.
she acts like she's gone to college based on how she acts. She has street smarts like crazy, and she's had tons of work experience running companies and stuff.
It's not about like degree, guys. You know, you can learn things without going to school. You know, there's so many things that you could learn.
Yeah. The other thing you were like thinking now is, well, your son started driving, so maybe I should start looking at the driving manual and think about getting a driving test, and so you can get your driver's license.
Oh yeah, I was trying to learn all this sign. Oh my goodness, why there's so many sign?
Driving signs. So that's a goal.
I don't, to be honest, I don't plan to be like driving here because, yes, I do I do drive in the Philippines a little bit.
Yeah.
But I was more scared here because like in the freeway, like 80
Yeah.
per, yeah,
80 miles per hour.
80 miles per hour. And that was so fast.
Yeah. At first she was like, I don't want to drive. Can you just drive? And I was like, sure. But then now it's like, now she's starting to get a little bit more like, okay, I could get my license.
I guess I could, I could
Yeah.
drive.
Yeah.
But,
Because she
I could
can.
still drive here in the county area, the county area.
Yeah, out in the country. We've been here exactly a year, and then what happened exactly a year from after you arrived?
So yeah, exactly
Exactly 1 year.
exactly
To
one
the day.
year that day I got my working permit.
Yeah. And which then that means we can go to get her a social security card finally, because
Yeah, we did.
drama caused that to not happen, and them losing papers. So now we finally have a social security card for her coming in the mail. And then what happened as soon as you got your work permit?
We have a friend that she also helping in compassion center, and she had a restaurant. So I was thinking that like I wonder if I could apply with her and like a like a cleaner. So we went there and asked her if I could apply as a cleaner, and she's like
She was like,
she's not gonna give me a cleaning, she's not gonna give me that work like clean.
The lowest position.
The
She's
lowest.
like, no, you're not taking the lowest position.
Because she knows me, how I work. We work together in the
Yeah.
compassion center. So
Yeah, so she got a job on the spot.
so I got a job. Like, guys, I should been started, but I've been sick for like 3 weeks now.
Yeah. And we were trying to get your social
And
security number.
we're trying to get my social security number, and it takes time, and
Yeah.
and we're trying to find out about my medication thing.
Yeah. But Monday you start, and Joy wants to work like nonstop. She's used to working 24 hours a day,
And I think it's one of the
sleeping where she works. So she's like, double my shifts, do whatever. I want to work all the time.
And she said, I don't know how much time do you want to work? Like, I was like, I can work all week.
So you've been here a year, and it was kind of like a year of like learning and adjusting and overcoming challenges and stuff, and resting. And now that it's been a year, it's like it looks like you have all these goals and new kind of ideas and exciting things.
Oh yes.
Now, so let's talk about some of your goals now that you have.
Do you guys like my my?
Ano is the word for everything. It's like my thing. This is.
I can't read. So I got this from the compassion center. It's from like Costco. That I go.
So tell me about. So what are some of these things you're excited about now?
A lot of things. Like saving money.
Saving money. Yeah. What's your goals?
For my business in the Philippines. To help more people in the Philippines.
Oh wait, I forgot my camera.
Adik. Magkadong.
Whoa. This is the university.
The university is really big. So there's different building. I was there in the college.
Way over there.
What is my building? It's a college criminology.
College of Technology. Now that you're working, you're all excited because you even came to me the other day and you're like, we don't have to go to the Philippines. I could keep working here for 2 years and save up money.
Everything changed.
Everything changed once she got her job.
Yeah, I guess I'm more excited than working because I've been sitting in the house for like years, guys.
Years, whole years.
I used to work. I used to like work and have like 3 hours or 4 hours sleep. And I feel like I was getting sick. I didn't do anything.
Yeah, maybe that's why you were getting sick, was because you were just kind of sitting around. So what are some of your goals though? So you want to save up money for what businesses?
So my goal is I want to work and save money for my pig business and store business, and so I could help more people in our community in the Philippines. So it's not I want to make business to make a lot of money, guys. I want to make business because I want to help on our community, to give. If I had business that I could help them give a job, to do.
I think it's exciting that you have new goals now. You have goals of getting your GED now within about a year. You have goals of getting your driver's license now. You have goals of working and saving up. You could probably save up $15,000 towards businesses in the Philippines. And we haven't talked about this yet, but we do have land in the Philippines that we have bought, and that's a whole nother story. We've been just waiting to go back there to show it, but
It's a private for now. We can't share your story of
we
that.
can't tell you all about it, but
We
have a place where she's really wanting to set up
develop.
storefronts, and be able to have different businesses. And I know she can do it all because she's ran stores in the past and ran businesses really well. So she's really good at managing people. So suddenly you kind of have this new excitement towards being here in America. And I have to admit too, like, not being able to go back to the Philippines is really, it's been really discouraging even for me too, to where it's like, okay, I guess I gotta figure out what to spend my time working on doing here instead of trying to develop things over there. And it's probably for the best. I've been working a whole year, and I have a whole nother year of work lined up for me.
So yeah, we were thinking that, while waiting of our green card, okay, I guess I can work and save money. So when we go back, we could, started on having business.
Yeah.
While we're there, while we're here, and go back and forth, work here, come back there, set up a business.
Yeah. So anyway, a year and 1 month later now.
Yes, our wedding anniversary is coming
up. Yeah, our 1 year wedding anniversary. Yeah.
If you guys want to send some gifts, I will accept.
She'll accept the gifts if you want to send them.
I won't
from
say
the Philippines,
no.
probably. Like dried fish. So, in conclusion, it has been a up and down year, but are you happy you moved here? I know you moved here for me.
Well, I don't want to be hypocrite, guys, to say like, yes, I'm really happy.
Oh, I love it so much.
Yeah. Well, there's so much different culture here.
Yeah.
But we fell in love with a foreign guy.
We both did fall in love with a foreign guy.
Yes.
Sorry.
See? Oi.
Shut up.
Shut up. Go away. Come here. It's a part of sacrifices on, love.
She sacrificed a lot for me. So
to work things out, we both gonna be support to each other. And my husband is very supportive husband,
Yeah, well.
So I don't believe
when I understand what the problem is, I guess sometimes I don't understand the problem.
Oh. He agree.
Yeah. Okay. So, I'll try to make another video about, I guess, my struggles maybe. In another video.
What is your struggle, honey?
Well, I'll talk about it later. It's more like about me turning 50 just this year.
But it's not look like
retirement.
50.
Like, what does that look like when I don't have a whole lot of money for retirement? What are the options? What are the things I'm thinking? The future plans. Why I'm not worried about the future, but there's times that I am, but for the most part I'm not. So there's different struggles. Starting over at 40, 47 really is kind of a difficult thing to do. But I mean, it's been a real wonderful experience since you've been in my life. So.
Wow.
So it's very. I wouldn't want it any other way right now, other than being able to go back to the Philippines.
Is that for real?
Okay, this is the one thing I've learned. When
Joy,
she never believes that I'm serious with her, and I never believe that she's serious with me. We're both skeptical. We're both hesitant to believe the other one's really that serious about it.
Yeah.
And so when there's a problem, we both just think the other person is uninterested in us. And so we have to just reassure each other, I love you, you know.
But guys, we're not fighting, you know, like we're not.
We just might hurt each other's feelings and then both feel like the other person is done with us, you know. And I think it's because of our past, the nature of what we've been through in the past. So
Yeah, and sometimes there's things like, you know, we makes me annoyed.
what do I do that makes you annoyed?
Like when his ex kept
Oh,
blah, blah,
so
blah,
it's
blah.
not about me.
No. But it's not about.
Because
it's
she
not
never
about him.
tells me I'm annoying to her. Like, even though I'm totally annoying to her, she's like, no, I'm not annoyed with that. But it's like
I didn't get annoyed
something else.
with her, but you know, there's the time that I get annoyed with some other things, but it's not him, you know.
I think we've kind of learned to kind of realize what things are just going to be problems and how to deal with them without it being a problem.
Hmm. He knows how to deal with my moodiness sometimes.
With your what?
Moodiness.
Your moodiness? Well, I mean, everyone has moodiness. I have moodiness too, so.
But guys, my husband is the best, you know.
Oh, stop that. It's
The
not about
best
me.
husband in
This
the
isn't
world.
a video about me.
So-
It's about your struggles and.
So anyway, yeah, we are. See, we both know what to say. We have the common
So anyway,
knowledge.
Joy is about ready to go to school.
Let's go to school.
All right, guys. Well, we'll see you next time.
See you next time. But you have to help me like